Maurice Malone structured the deal where he was getting 50%.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So I met with Simon went over to the Bronx, sat down with him, and he saw what I had. I showed him some of the T-shirts. He was like, damn, he liked what I did. He saw the designs. He liked what was doing. But at the time, you had RP.5 out.
Okay.
He was like, I like what you guys are doing. He's like, the name sounds too much like RP.5. His mine was R36, even though I had dated way before RP.5 had came out. So I was like, because it was R36 because the address on Woodland was 36 Woodland Avenue.
Okay.
And we doing it with the R36. So we instead of him back of the line, he said, "Listen, Fat Joe, got, Fat Joe has got a line coming out called FJ560.
FJ560. Okay.
FJ560. So I wound up working for FJ560 first. He was like, because his nephew was behind FJ560.
Now, did you have anything to do? I ain't mean to cut you off, because I know that clothing brand ain't really take off, but the snorkels was on point. Did you have anything to do with
snorkels? No, I didn't do the snorkel. The snorkel was incredible. That's where they made their money at.
That's where they made their money.
Let me tell you the story behind that. The reason they were so nice with some snorkels is because the company Simon originally had was AJ Sheepskin. He was one of the first original people to make the sheepskins when sheepskins were hot in the 80s.
Like Beach Street hot, like.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
Okay.
So when we was all running around in the early mid-80s wearing the sheepskins,
not we
was making the sheepskin.
Not we, because not me.
Not we,
ever.
They ain't do the sheepskin.
My sheepskin was whatever was on sale at Valley Fair. But go ahead, continue.
I got you. They had a history of making coats and making coats well. So that's why that's why that snorkel was incredible, and it was so popular. And when I got on there, I already did the snorkel. I did some T-shirts design for them. They did pretty well. It was mostly just T-shirts and stuff like that, but it was near the tail end of it because it started to die down. But then what happened was, as that went to the tail end of it, because I went there for the interview. Going there for the interview, I drove my wife with me at the time, and she winds up. Simon sees her because she's sitting there. I get hired when I'm there. I had no idea I was gonna get hired when she drove there with me. So she's sitting there waiting for me to finish, and so he winds up putting her to work because she seen him struggling with the phones. So she start answering the phones. So she get a job as the secretary for Maurice Malone.
It's a family affair at this point.
Oh man, listen, anybody just roll. High on in. So now, at the time, this was in Lynbrook. They was in Long Island. They was working out of the warehouse in Long Island. So because the showroom in New York was being built. So once the showroom finally got built, we decided, because we all got cool, Simon decided one week that he gonna take us all down to Atlantic City. We go all down to Atlantic City. And on the way back, he asked me, he said, "Gary, you think you could sell?" I'm like, "Yeah, Simon, I got my T-shirts in stores in Newark." I was like, I was selling my own T-shirts. He was like, "Yeah, because Maurice is doing a big and tall line, and we're gonna need somebody to sell it. I'm big, I'm tall, so it's a no-brainer."
It works. It works.
So that's how I wound up being the sales rep for the Northeast. Well, Northeast Maurice Malone. Did that, and along with doing that, one day I was in the office and he sorted out the drawer. Maurice came through. He was like, "Oh, I didn't know you was talented like that." So he was like, "Hey, draw me some characters." I wound up drawing some characters, and then from there, he took them, gave them to him. Actually, I was drawing Bruce Lee. I was at the table doodling, and I was drawing Bruce Lee. And he was like, "Wow, you good." He had a concept of a barbershop shirt. So I did a bunch of different hairstyles: cornrow, Brooklyn fade, beehive, just different characters. He took it, wound up. It was one of his best-selling shirts for that delivery when it came out. So it was crazy.
So let me ask you. So you said your wife got a job with Maurice Malone too, but she went on to
She flipped it and bounced it too.
She went on to do some other things.
To doing their public relations.
Okay.
So she went from the connects. See, now what she did was going throughout the my R36 days. not only was I doing that backdrop, and to solicit the getting backdrops and going and getting the logos and stuff like that, we used to go to all a bunch of parties. So at the time, we had a video magazine called Hip Hopolis Now.
Okay.
Now this video magazine entails her as the host, running around as we go into different venues, nightclubs, concerts, playing the Rollers Press, which is like a video music box, but with no TV presence. Because we were selling DVD, we were going to sell the DVD, we were going to take the footage, edit it down, and sell the DVDs. Because we had exclusive backstage interviews, all access type footage. And it was crazy because that's one thing that she was excellent at, running her mouth. She got us some places that we had no business being in. See, at the time, I had this big old
as most of them are.
I had this big old crazy camera, so I looked official, and it wasn't nothing for me to make press credentials. So
Yeah.
you got to laminate. I made press credentials like we was real press, the populace now. You know what I'm saying? So we put that together. So we would walk up to a door, no ticket, no nothing. And next thing you know, we backstage, we all accessed and everything. Oh my God, I done ran down on Boot Camp Click. It was a Jay-Z concert at Montclair State. That was crazy because not only did we wind up backstage, Nori got there and didn't have all his people. He asked me and my brother to get on stage with him. I'm up there with a microphone telling him, what? What the hell am I doing?
Shout out to Nori and Drink Champ. Shout out.
Shout out to Nori. That was crazy. It was crazy. So, yeah. Hip Hop was down, and so she wound up getting a lot of fame from that because she was able to put together her connects from then with Maurice Malone. So she would have different entertainers wearing the product with the PR. She got cool to different magazines. So she did the PR thing to a whole nother level. Put it like this. Her mouthpiece was so good. She messed around and got Maurice Malone jeans on Janet Jackson's band for the whole tour. And his jeans were so noticeable because he had the reflective cuff. So anytime the band members, the light hit the band, it boom, it just so through her connections with that, she started her own PR firm and she began to do she got commissioned to do Outkast clothing PR. And so with that, I'm assisting her. They needed an advertising layout, so I wound up doing a couple ads that they had in the store. So I did the ad layout for Outkast clothing. So it's been a journey.
So G, all right. So it's clearly apparent that this has got to be. This can be like a series because an hour is not enough time to break down all of the contributions that you and your immediate, circle, all the contributions that you all have made to the culture. So what I want to do now is I want to give you an opportunity. I was speaking to you and your brother. Shout out to your brother. That you guys are planning to relaunch Logo Kingz. I want you to take some time to speak about that before we close this out.
No doubt. Well, what I'm doing right now with Logo Kingz is like doing it with the R 2.0 2020. So basically, I'm bringing back everything that I was doing back then, but just doing it now and doing it on a more polished level. So if you need a logo, you can reach out. If you need a backdrop, you want an authentic backdrop, reach out. Any personalized artwork similar to what I have up here. This was commissioned by a beauty salon with a bunch of.
I was hoping you spoke about that piece.
Yeah, and it's actually not even finished. If you look at it, I just left part of it with me because in the midst of the job, the young lady decided, she was like, I don't want to do that no more. Something happened with, I don't know, something down there. So
it's always something, bro. It's always something.
But it was coming out nice. You can see how well it was in the process.
It's beautiful. I feel like she's looking right at me. I'm telling her like, I can't.
Thank you.
I'm playing. I ain't
playing.
Yeah,
like
like
you
that.
can see the talent. Like if you wanna, you need something. Reach me 862-202-3188 or hit me up on Instagram, Logo Kingz. I'm on Facebook as Gary R. Conway.
So we're doing it with the R. Ladies and gentlemen, we are indeed doing it with the R. We're gonna work on putting together something for Logo Kings. I actually want to create a platform. So I want to say this. I created this platform, the TKB Report, to pay homage and to give people in our community and our culture a chance, like, to tell their story, a chance to promote whatever it is they have going on, and a chance for others to celebrate. And you know, I've had some interesting guests, from authors to photographers to fashion designers, and everybody's got an interesting story. But I'm gonna tell you, you got to be the first that's connected to Puff, to Rough Riders, to the Funky Parliament, to Naughty by Nature, to Queen Latifah, to the Artifact. Like, and the list just goes on and on and on and on and on. And I think that this is way overdue. I think probably you actually did some work for me. 3keysbrand.com, this show is sponsored by 3keysbrand.com. You know, Dear Summer, on sale now. But you did quite a bit of work for me, and those designs that you did pretty well for me. So I want to thank you for that. From the time that we met, it's always been love. Super duper genuine. And when I realized that you had an amazing story to tell, I think we talked about the fact that, yo, man, I got another platform, the TKB Report, that, you know, and if people want to see other interviews like this, you can go to the tkbreport.com. You always show love. If I ever called on you, you know what I mean? If you could, you did it. And I want to just appreciate, and I want to say thank you, and I appreciate you for that. And this platform, like I said, is to give people like yourself flowers while you can, you know,
listen, man,
while
thank
you
you,
can
brother,
smile.
for having this platform and giving us the ability to display what we can do for people, what we have done for people. It's a beautiful thing, man, because we gotta lift each other up and help each other any way possible. Like I said, I let everybody know, like, even the customers that come to me, no matter what, we're gonna work something out. And I'm not gonna not work for you until you have, like, with logos, I'll work until a person is happy with what they got.
Yeah.
So if they take me to do 10, 15 different concepts, until we get it right, hey, because I want everybody's stuff to be what represents them. I want to brand you. I want to help you brand
And I can speak from personal experience that he actually has done that, to the point where I was like, yo, I gotta stop calling you because I don't know the brother that well. He probably about to write me off, so I'm gonna just fall back. But always made me feel super duper comfortable. Until next time, man. Like, this is something that has to happen again. And what I want to do next time, I want to, you know, we're gonna talk. You know, me, you, and your brother talked earlier. We're going to create a platform where you can kind of start displaying some of the pieces that you've done over time, displaying some of the pieces that you're doing currently, and talk about some of the pieces that you want to do in the future. And we can kind of come on and we can do it weekly, monthly, however, you know, whatever time you have to do it, so that people can really see the work that you do and the consistency that you do. 30 years in the game is to be celebrated. And to you, my brother, I salute you for all the work that you've done. I salute you for all the work that you're doing currently, and for all the work that you plan on doing. And I want to leave the people with this. The TKB Report stands for 3 Keys Brand Reports, right? 3 Keys Brand is a brand that my brother and I started maybe 10, 15 years ago. The 3 keys are this: recognize your past, acknowledge your present, and work towards your future. And, you know, with what you're doing now, it speaks directly to that. So with that being said, shout out to you, shout out to your brother. Thank you for all the people that came out and joined us live tonight. You're greatly appreciated. And hey, Shonda, what's up, Shonda? And to end this off on the greatest note, I just want to say that until we meet again, just keep doing your thing, man. And I appreciate you.
You too,
Peace,
brother.
my brother.